because you playing for Galesville. Did you guys just exclusively play down the country, or did y'all trek up the road a little bit and get to play against Annapolis and up road a little bit? Or
oh yeah. Our coach had us everywhere. Like so, like we always played in the A League because one of them always played in the A League, and then we used to play against Savannah Park. Savannah Park had a dude named Denard Melton who went to Severn. He was like that. The Rebels was good back then. I don't think the Rebels are around anymore. I'm not sure, but they had RJ was there. RJ Farmer was there. His father was coach. They had a good team. I mean, it was some good bump, and it was good for me because I was playing up because I was a year behind all those guys. So it definitely helped me because you know what I'm saying. I'm playing. Back then it wasn't that reclass stuff. It wasn't none of that. My birthday after September 1st, so I gotta wait the following year. Like we ain't do that. We boogie. Your birthday was December 31st. You was going with that class right there. You wasn't going backwards. You was going forward. You know what I'm saying?
So that kind of that was going to be a question later. We can kind of get to it now since you spoke about it. How do you feel about reclassing? I mean, because that seems to be the new thing nowadays. I mean, I don't agree with it at all. I'm not going to lie to you. From a parent's perspective, it might make sense because there's care and there's you're trying to make sure your kid's in the best position regardless of the case. But from a competitive standpoint and from what we came from, it's like you stuck with what you stuck with, and that's what you're going with. You're not going back to go get be a year ahead of these guys and playing at a different pace. That's how I look at it. But how do you look at reclassing?
We used to get teased back in the day. I had a dude on my team in Little League that was like that. He was in my grade, but he had to play up because he was a year older. And people used to give him they used to give him a hard time about that. Now it's a norm. I think it's a case by case basis. You know what I mean? I know if it's like educational purposes, I understand. Some kids, like if you're big or something, maybe you want to give them a chance to develop and stuff like that. But I look at that kind of like the same way I look at prep school. If I'm a 5'4" guard, you know what I'm saying? That one extra year may make a difference, but why not get it on the backside? You know what I'm saying? I prefer prep school over reclass because if you do prep year, then you got another year on 17s, and that's another year to be recruited. And the way recruiting is nowadays, anyway, it's like they're recruiting prep schools before high schools anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest difference between public and private is that you got way more reclass kids. You know what I mean? And I don't knock anybody for reclassing. That's on them. I can't lie to you. I've even told some kids that they probably need to reclass. But a lot of times it's just because they're just they're just mentally not ready.
Whatever, when you speak to your point too, like academically, you said if it's academically, you kind of can see it, like, you know what I mean? But otherwise, it's hard for me to look at it from a perspective like, okay, you're supposed to graduate if I was supposed to graduate in 08 and I didn't wind up graduating until 09 and I stay in county, that's an unfair advantage.
What? If I had another year?
See what I'm saying?
What?
Like, to me, it's an unfair advantage. Like, but I mean, sometimes it puts the kid in a better position. So from a parent standpoint, I kind of can understand it, even though I don't.
Yeah, I definitely understand. And the thing the only thing I don't like about reclassing is kids reclass and then they go and play down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a difference if you're in 8th grade because freshmen are playing high school ball. But if I'm reclassing my kid in the 10th grade and he's doing the 10th grade again, we're not going to play 16U. We're going to play 17s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Why not get an extra year of that bump? You know what I mean? That that was a situation where you playing on a big time AAU team and they telling you if you do it, then you got a better chance of making that circuit team. Then that's understandable. But if you have the option, if I had the option, I'm playing up.
Yeah.
For somebody like me, because I played up. The only reason I played down, obviously I had to play my right age in 8th grade because everybody on my team went to high school. The only reason why I played my right age in 7th grade is because dudes in school was talking trash. So I wanted to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole different level.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all bragging, I'm like, y'all bragging, but I'm like, I'm playing up. You know what I'm saying? Your brother whole team was good. You know what I'm saying? RJ whole team was good. Denard was like LeBron and was like a middle school LeBron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing against that. That's nothing. And I'm playing good. So what am I gonna do against y'all? That's playing against our age.
Slaughterhouse. I already know.